It's the 2nd of June and I'm Tom Glasson. Welcome to The Roast. Now, there has been a lot of talk in the media about a potential coalition leadership spill. But does Malcolm Turnbull really want to be the Prime Minister?
Every politician wants to be Prime Minister, Tom.
Even Bill Shorten?
Even Bill Shorten, though the way Labor's been acting, you wouldn't know it. You just wouldn't know it, you know? Hey, fellas, you wouldn't know it!
Tonight on The Roast, Tony Abbott denies Malcolm Turnbull wants his job and Christopher Pyne gets his facts wrong on university reforms. Still, reform is necessary because getting facts wrong is what happens when a whole generation of pollies gets their education for free. First though, Mark Humphries.
Wang, the only Palmer United member who has a legitimate reason to sound like he's speaking English as a second language, has finally given his first interview since being elected. Wang used his time on the ABC's 7:30 program to prove that, like his esteemed colleagues, he's across all the details.
I don't know the detail yet. I don't know either way. No, I wasn't aware of that happened.
Now, I'm not here just to show clips of this politician being disinterested in politics, but here's another one.
How would you describe your politics before you joined Palmer United?
My politics?
Yeah, left, right, moderate.
Zero?
Zero.
Zero interest in politics, the bare maximum for joining the Palmer United Party. At least now we know what Jackie Lambie meant when she criticised political politicians. Palmer United's politicians are all apolitical. Later, Ferguson grilled Dio on allegations Clive Palmer siphoned money from a Chinese company to fund the Palmer United election campaign. Serious allegations that he's surely looked into.
But were you aware of the accounts of your own campaign or not?
No.
No one knows less about Dio Wang's campaign expenses than Dio Wang. The Chinese company is claiming they haven't received invoices that would explain the use of millions of dollars. Incidentally, Dio himself has got someone in his own company who's no good with invoices.
Sometimes I'm not really across that specific invoices.
It's Dio Wang, but he might want to get up to speed because campaign funding allegations could bring Clive Palmer down. And where would that leave Dio?
Even if it was proved that Mr. Palmer had misused funds in a business relationship, you wouldn't consider severing your ties with him?
No, I wouldn't.
There you have it. If Clive goes down, Dio's going with him. In fact, I believe that's the plot of the latest episode of Australia's favourite highbrow children's political cartoon about the Palmer United Party, Lammy and the Brick.
It's Lammy, Lammy and the Brick.
And Wang.
In, Wang goes down with the ship.
Palmasaurus, I was thinking maybe I might have a look at those campaign invoices, just to make sure nothing dodgy is going on.
No need for that, Wang. There's no invoices to worry about. Just shut up and draw me like one of your French girls.
Invoiceberg! Right ahead!
Holy Rolls Royce!
Abandoned ship!
Brick. We need to find you a lifeboat quickly, Wang. It's too cold. You're shriveling. Oh. Where are the lifeboats?
I'm not across all the details. I thought you were. I trusted you, Palmasaurus. I trusted you!
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my Wang will go on.
Hypothetical situation. Elected officials really should treat questions about campaign funding allegations more seriously.
A politically charged Titanic parody. You don't get that on Peppa Pig. For The Roast, I'm Mark Humphries.
Thank you, Mark. Of course, the real tragedy was there was easily enough room for Wang on that door. First up tonight, Minister for Education Christopher Pyne, seen here letting a child fall behind, appeared on ABC's Insiders yesterday, where host Fran Kelly, who looks exactly like that teacher you had in school that was the nice one, quizzed him about university fees. And like a student that didn't study before the big exam, Pyne decided to just wing it.
Well, anybody who was enrolled before May the 14th, nothing will change in terms of their arrangements.
Unfortunately for Christopher, he wasn't in his Year 8 interpretive dance class where there's no such thing as a wrong answer, which that was, because the government's own Study Assist website clearly states that the increase in fees will not apply to just new students, but also continuing and former ones as well. In response, Shadow Education Minister Kim Carr suggested Mr Pine was either very confused or he was seeking to mislead. But what Kim Carr didn't postulate was that Christopher Pine might have been doing both, leading us down a path designed to deliberately confuse and distract us like some sort of masochistic GPS. And with increases in university fees on the way, well, the days of switching courses, dropping out and then re-enrolling are gone. In fact, the only way you would know if even going to uni was the right decision for you is if you consulted someone who could actually see into your future.
Clark Richards, take a seat.
Wow, you know my name.
Well, you made an appointment. So what would you like to know?
Is it worth going to uni, or should I just take over the family business?
I shall consult the runes.
What do they say?
I'll level with you. This is my second job. I only took it on so I could help pay my way through uni.
Oh, what are you studying?
Philosophy.
So you can't see the future?
Wouldn't have studied philosophy if I could.
Oh, family business it is.
I mean, these are just Scrabble tiles.
Oh my God, they spelled debt!
Unfortunately for Clark, the family business is environmental science, so either way, under this government, he's screwed. Christopher Pine defended his proposal, saying deregulating university fees will create competition and drive prices down. And we can already see the effects, with universities clamouring to woo students with some great offers.
Melbourne Vice-Chancellor Glyn Davis said fees may have to rise by as much as 61%. He told staff that students would get nothing new for this increased debt.
And with offers like that, you can't afford to wait. I mean, you really can't, because fees are just going to keep rising. Because according to Fairfax's resident grumbly economist Ross Gittins, seen here making the wise economic decision to be awarded a free honorary degree, it's not in the university's interest to lower prices.
The Howard government allowed unis to raise their fees by 25%. One small uni decided not to. Applications from new students actually fell. So the following year it put its fees up like all the others and its applications recovered.
You see, it's all about perception. It's like when you're in the supermarket and you see a dusty tub of yogurt marked reduced to clear. Sure, it's half price, but you can't help but feel like you might regret it later.
So what are my options?
Well, you could do the $100,000 degree. You'll learn everything you need to know. Plus, it's got the advantage that you've got all the prestige of having a network of friends after you graduate who can get you jobs over more deserving candidates.
Still, $100,000 is quite pricey.
Well, in which case, we've got the $50,000 degree. I still learn exactly the same stuff. It's just no one will have heard where you studied at.
Oh, well, I do want to be Dr. Clark Richards.
Yeah, well, you'll be Dr. Clark Richards if you study at either, so...
Yeah, but I want to feel like Dr. Clark Richards.
Ah, well, in that case, I'd definitely go for the unnecessarily expensive one then. OK.
And if price really does equate to quality, well, it's worth remembering that many of these politicians got their education for free. We'll be right back.
Have you ever been affected by the price of a thing when that price wasn't necessarily linked to its quality? Does that behaviour fundamentally disprove the idea that deregulation leads to lower prices? We'd love to hear about it at The Roast TV or #RoastTV.
And we're back after that weird ad break thing. Well, last Wednesday, Malcolm Turnbull and Clive Palmer were papped leaving a Chinese restaurant together, and it set the political rumour mill abuzz. What did they talk about? Was a leadership spill on the cards? Have they started dating so that we can give them a celebrity couple name like Clivecombe? Turn Clive? Malclive Palmble? Regardless, the media has leapt on the story. It's almost as if they were being insincere when they spent the last 3 years asking for more focus on policy. And not one to miss the bandwagon, our own political reporter Alex Lee joins us now from Canberra. Alex, what can you tell us about the secret dinner?
Tom, of course it's too early to say whether this secret dinner was indeed a secret, but headlines like Clive Palmer and Malcolm Turnbull busted in secret dinner, and Clive Palmer was caught at a secret dinner with Malcolm Turnbull and Martin Parkinson leave little to the imagination.
Yeah, when you say them together like that, it does sound secret, even if it was in a public restaurant.
And was the Liberal leadership on the menu? I'll bring you developments on this story when someone says literally anything.
Oh, I literally cannot wait. Now, to be fair to Turnbull, the eatability review for that restaurant describes it as perfect for an intimate date or plotting a Machiavellian overthrow of a first-term Prime Minister. Apparently Bill Shorten ate there a lot. And it didn't take long for the spill chat to take hold. Last week, for example, Bob Ellis, the writer who looks like Malcolm Turnbull if he didn't take care of himself, published an article entitled Abbott's End, The Last 9 Days, in which he wrote of the Prime Minister,
I predicted his arrival and I was alone in doing so, correctly doing so, alone in the nation. I now predict he's going Thursday or Friday next week.
Alone in doing so? Well, then it's just as I always suspected, Bob Ellis is Tony Abbott's mother, Faye. But we interrupt this coverage now of a potential spill with even more spill coverage, because I hear Alex Lee has created more of the story. Alex?
We're now entering stage 2 of a leadership spill, denial, which always follows media speculation about a spill. Now, Andrew Bolt yesterday took time out for hunting for bias to cosy up to the Conservative Prime Minister on his Conservative TV show.
Why is Malcolm Turnbull wooing Clive Palmer on his own? It looks like he's got his eye on your job.
Now that forced Abbott to deny the spill, and now Turnbull has denied the spill too, saying that Bolt's argument is bordering on demented. His response could also please the left.
He proclaims loudly that he is a friend of the government. Well, with friends like Bolt, we don't need any enemies.
Okay, and you think that these denials mean it is happening?
Well, we're both talking about it on TV, aren't we? And you know what is real, Tom? Statistics. And 100% of past leadership spills have been denied by everyone involved before they happened. Now, of course, it's too early for speculation, but with statistics like these, the time for speculation is behind us.
Well, I have to say, this all seems to be happening rather quickly.
The time for talk is behind us, Tom. I just saw a government staffer walking briskly down the halls of Parliament and talking on the phone, which is a telltale pre-spill sign or a post-spill sign or a no-spill sign. Either way, the spill talk has reached fever pitch. Speculation about a spill. Abbott to deny the spill has denied the spill leadership spill. Either way, the spill talk leadership spill.
Oh, it sure is. Thank you, Alex. So is a spill about to happen? Well, who can really say?
Someone talking about a spill?
Potential spill, possibly.
Tom, do you know we've had the same Prime Minister for 7 whole months? I mean, that's an awfully long time. The guy before him was only in for 3.
So you're not keen on Tony Abbott?
No, I'm not keen on any Prime Minister. They're all shit.
Oh, it's not very nice.
You're right, that wasn't fair. It's not them, it's us. Australians are a fickle people, Tom. We love our potential leaders and our former leaders, just not our current ones.
Oh, you're not going to call for another double dissolution, are you?
No, you current host. I'm calling for a spill! Do it! Do it! Do it, do it, do it!
Good night.
Spill it!